It's day 3 of this Mountain West Madness tournament. UNLV has advanced one game, beating Fresno State yesterday. The Colorado State Rams also advancing one game. Both meet here just before the final. The Rams versus the Rebels. Welcome into the broadcast booth. My name is Whitaker Lemus, joined by my partner, Jeremiah Scalman. So nice to have you in the broadcast booth today, 7:30 p.m. here in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, Jeremiah, you had a lot of experience with this Rams team. What can you tell us about the Rams coming into this matchup?
Well, with this Rams team, they have a lot of players. They have a lot of ball players who come out to play this game and play tough and physical. I think this Rams team wants it, and the Lady Rebels need to want it more. The Lady Rebels need to come out and want this more than the Rams do.
The Rams win the tip-off, and we're off here in Vegas. Rams pushing the ball around over to the corner. Now getting it back on the wing. That's Bragg. In the post, Roland covering, and an air ball start for the Rams. That was a good defensive outing from them. Now Shelby Brown in the right block. She loses it, almost loses the ball, but Meadow Roland comes back and recovers it. Now Aaliyah Alexander on the left wing. Moving to her right, just above the left elbow. Turns around, hits the jumper, and just off the line. A fight for the ball recovered by the Rams. Now Colorado State moving the ball over to the left or right wing. Shelby Brown guarding the star player from the Rams, Bargesser, and that's a turnover for Colorado State again. Lil Alexander left wing three. That one's good. The Rebels are on the board for 3.
Beautiful play there by Aaliyah Alexander. Beautiful play overall by the Lady Rebels there. The ball movement, the defense, the hustle, they need to continue that and not get slow.
They try to fire back another one, the Rams do. No good, but they get their own rebound. In the post, quickly doubled. Another 3 from the Rams. That's no good again. Meadow Roland with the rebound. Ron Seeks, 3 is offline for the Rams. 8:16 left to go here in the first. Rebels lead it by 3. Roland double from the right block. Turns around anyway. Shelby Brown gets her hands on it. But it's going to go to the Colorado State Rams. So a defensive battle here in the first couple minutes.
Beautiful play by the Lady Rebels, but the Rams are playing aggressive and strong. Like I said earlier, the Rams are going to come in this game and want it more. Both teams were 1-1 throughout the season. Both teams won at home, but the Lady Rebels need to play physical because the Rams have something to prove here tonight.
So a little home setting here for Vegas. Just going over to the Thomas and Mack Center, not normally where they play. And that's going to be an offline shot there from Carlson. Goes off the rim, and an offensive foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 0, Bragg. Her first, team's first. A 3-0 run here from UNLV. Alexander gets it to Shelby Brown on the right elbow. Trying to find Mariah Elohim. She puts up short corner J, and it's nothing but net.
Beautiful execution and play by the Lady Rebels there. They had that play drawn up and they waited. They were patient with it, and that's how the play got executed perfectly, how they needed to be executed.
3 right fires, no good from the right wing. That was Bargesser trying to get the Rams on the board, still at 0. Lady Rebels 5-0 here. Shelby Brown puts up a hook from the left block, does not go, and a defensive foul on Meadow Roland for UNLV will send the ball the Rams' way.
I think this game is all going to come down to fouls. The last game I watched with Air Force and Boise, it all came down to the free throw line. But the Lady Rebels need to not get in foul trouble early. Yesterday, Meadow Roland had 3 fouls early in the game. Can't let that happen again here tonight.
5-0. Rams still have not hit anything today. Shelby Brown now in the low block. Gets the block on Forb. Roby, excuse me. And they turn them away again. Leo Alexander moving the ball around. Meadow Roland fakes a right wing three. Now into the post. Quickly doubled. They do not want to let Meadow get going tonight. From the left block, doubled again. Takes the turnaround Jay again. And imitating her best Dirk impression with a one-legged fadeaway to put the Rebels up 7.
Meadow Roland's going to play how Meadow Roland plays. Meadow Roland's an absolute baller in the paint. Meadow Roland is a scorer. She's going to play to her max capability tonight.
She's guarding down there in the post. They can't hit again. They get their own rebound though, and Bargesser gets the lead, or gets the Rams, on the board for the first time tonight. It seems to me that this is going to be a battle won by who can get the most second chance rebounds. And right now, even though they're trailing by 5 points, the Rams have really showed strong anticipation and strong IQ on the boards.
Well, whenever the Lady Rebels first played this Rams team, the Rams had a great first half because of second chance plays and second chance shots. But the Lady Rebels also lost because of second chance shots in Colorado the second time.
So a turnover by UNLV forces the Rams to try to put up a right elbow jumper, and it's offline, rebounded by Shelby Brown. Alexander on the right wing. Gets it to Brown just above the left elbow. Now Brown in the short corner. Going on the Rams. Quickly double. Loses the ball. Gets it back and then loses it again. The Rams are on the push. Bargesser moving into the lane. She's in the right short corner. She will just kick it out. Now Rams going to the right. It's blocked away. Destiny Leo credited with that one. Murray Elohim puts up a right wing three. Does not go. And Shelby Brown's called for the offensive foul there. Bragg trying to maintain her position there in the low block, trying to get that rebound. And Shelby Brown just a little too physical, causing another turnover here. Destiny Brown coming in for Meadow Roland. 7-2 ball game, 5:02 left to go here in the first.
Well, that's just how Shelby Brown plays. She's aggressive in the paint, but Colorado State is not as aggressive, so it looks like she's being more aggressive. But she also needs to be safe and smart tonight because we cannot let Meadow and Shelby get in foul trouble.
Speaking of safe and smart, the Rams put up a right wing three. Does not go again for Colorado State. Still a 7-2 ball game. Lady Rebels with the basketball. Murray Elohim stands at the right wing. They're looking to be very physical. Now Shelby Brown gets it. And a 3-second violation down there in the lane. Lady Rebels with a lot of easy turnovers here that could be preventable. Although have the 5-point lead, they're going to go and talk this one over. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back inside the Thomas and Mack for this Mountain West matchup and this Mountain West tournament play. Lady Rebels starting off 7-2 here, 4:27 left to go in the first quarter. Only three turnovers in the last couple minutes for the Lady Rebs. Colorado State pushing it, and a turnover call. Bragg is called for the travel there, down there in the right block. McKenna Murphy checks in for Colorado State. So it'll be Lady Rebels ball coming the other way with a 5-point lead. Roland doubled again, kicks it over to Alexander. She fires a right wing three, and that one's everything. And the net, if you will say. Alexander just so good from three, so good from the mid-range, so good at distributing. She can really do it all, huh?
Yeah, she could play all around. But I love her impact that she started getting hot and heating up towards the end of this season.
Rams try to respond with a three, and they do. McKenna Murphy comes in to the game. Welcome to the Mountain West Championship, or Mountain West Tournament. McKenna Murphy. Roland trying to respond with another three. Her three is offline, and Colorado State successfully gets the rebound. Now on the right wing, they're faking a three. Over to Carlson. Carlson stands at the logo. She's moving to her left. A little dribble move. Pick and roll does not work. Kicks it out to the three. Colorado State hits another one. 10-8. Destiny Brown stands at the top of the three. Gets it over to Summers. Summers down the lane. Holds control of that ball. Very impressive there not to turn it over. Elohim, quick trigger three from the left side, and it's good.
This is the Mariah Elohim that the Lady Rebels needed. This is a great game for her to really have that spark, because last night she wasn't the best of her capability, but tonight she's showing it. She's showing it strong. If those threes could keep flying and going down tonight, this will be a great night for her.
Here, a three barrage here, 13-8, 2:02 left. Colorado State fires another three. They can't hit. And so 13-8 here. UNLV with the ball coming down the floor. A missed jumper by Ronsek from the three. Colorado State just shooting at a clip of 2 for 8. Rolling down the lane, gives somebody the cold shoulder, gets her own rebound. Can't hit it to go. And it's rebounded by Colorado State. Roland had 2 chances and comes empty on both. Back to Colorado State, out the right elbow. Kicks it to the left wing. A bounce pass down in the lane, intercepted by Roland. Carlson. Just a little bit of a missed entry point there into the low block, and the Lady Rebels take advantage. Elohim on the left wing gets it back to Destiny Brown, now on the right wing. Roland on the smaller defender. Lady Rebels have 5. Alexander from the top, called for the double dribble, and it's another turnover here for the Lady Rebs. 13-8, 47 seconds left to go.
We cannot keep turning over the ball. That is not going to help us win this game that we need to win.
Now, win and go, or lose and go home. Win and advance. Every game counting here. 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Lady Rebels lead it by 5. Rams trying to get a post hit. Over to the left wing. They fire a 3, and it's buckets. Lena hits a three. Now to Shelby Brown in the left block. She has 13 seconds. Shot clock's called off. And a kick ball violation. The ball will stay with the Lady Rebels. Alexis Bargesser, her first foul. Destiny Leo comes in for Mariah Elohim. And let's go back to that. Little three there from the left wing. Hits the Lady Rebels with a jab step and then just punches one in the basket. Alexander down the lane. She finds a way to get it in. Aaliyah Alexander making some moves down in the post, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. What can the Lady Rebels do better in the second quarter to try to not only extend this lead, but maybe think about playing tomorrow?
Well, what the Lady Rebels need to stop and avoid is turnovers. One thing, you cannot win a game by having 4 turnovers every quarter. If they allow 4 quarters every quarter, or 4 turnovers this whole game every quarter, it's going to get worse and worse. And Colorado State's going to start taking advantage of that and scoring off of those turnovers. Right now, they're not scoring off of them, but they will eventually. But also, the Lady Rebels are playing their game strong and smart. I love how the plays are developing and going out. How coach is drawing them up in the playbook.
So 15-11, Lady Rebels definitely need to cut back on those turnovers. It's a 3-point barrage from the Rams. When we come back, more Mountain West women's basketball on the way. So, dominant ball game here from the Lady Rebels so far, 15-11. Made a couple mistakes, but Colorado State has yet to really capitalize on them. Made 3 threes in the game so far. It seems like a lot more than that. Elohim down the lane. She's fouled. She will go to the line for 2 shots. Mariah Elohim getting it done for the Lady Rebels.
Yep, aggressive drive there by Mariah Elohim to go into the paint and be aggressive. She's sitting at 5 points tonight. I believe yesterday, Mariah Elohim only had 8. For her to have 5 already is strong because the Lady Rebels need her. They need her impact, especially without Jasmine Lott tonight due to her nose injury. She had surgery today on her nose, but just not having her is very effective to have Mariah Elohim step up on that role.
So Elohim hits 1 and 1. So 17-11 ball game. Here in the second round, or the third round, I should say. Shelby Brown guarding the reverse layup, but it's an air ball by the Rams. Brown with the rebound, and the Rebels looking to push the pace. Colvin on the right wing kicks it over. Destiny Leo now on the left wing takes the screen, hits the jumper, and makes the jumper for Destiny Leo just below the left elbow. So Leo, normally a three-point specialist, getting her mid-range game going. Now the Rams try to fire back a three. They do. Bargesser with a quick response. 19-13. That will be counted as a 2. Her foot was on the line. Elohim back to Colvin. Colvin over to Shelby Brown. Now Brown over to Leo. Leo in the same spot, in the same formation, but this time kicks it over to Brown in the left block. The double comes off the glass. No good. And it's the Lady Rebels basketball. Brown looking like she said what to the ref? I'm not sure she knew that it was actually ruled Lady Rebels basketball and not Colorado State basketball. Maybe she was calling for the foul. So the Rebels get the ball in successfully. Now we'll try to draw up a play here. Elohim from the top kicks it to Shelby Brown, who fires a little elbow jumper there and can't hit. Bargesser will push the pace for the Rams. Froby gets it in. Another elbow jumper there for the Rams, and that one's off. Ronci can't hit from just about 15 feet. And Colvin moving to her right. Just kicks it over to Leo. Leo on the right elbow, now into the post. Over to Colvin, somehow finds a way over. Her jumper is just off the right iron. Rams pushing the pace. Bargesser can't handle the hot pass. Trying to get a little transition bucket over there. And they turn it over. Sydney Summers and Alexander come back in the lineup. 19-13, 7:40 left to go.
Rams moving a little too quick here. Lady Rebels are pressuring them, making them kind of get frustrated, but not frustrated to the point where it's bad, but just giving them that extra push that they need, and they're going too quick. Lady Rebels are playing smart, though, on defense and offensive tonight.
Sydney Summers on the left wing, making a dribble move, trying to get a man up in the air, finds Alexander over there in the right corner, and her shot goes in and out. Bargesser pushing it from the right side. Double quickly comes. And Bargesser hops off, looks like her ankle goes around the UNLV band. And Bargesser still hopping on one foot. She's going to the locker room. So it happened over there on the UNLV side, just about where they're trying to obviously score the basket. Over there near the UNLV band, kind of near section 121 and 102. And so she just went around the UNLV band, which is obviously stationed behind the basket. And she made her way over to the Colorado State locker room. Bargesser, just a phenomenal player. 4 points already here. The leading scorer for Colorado State, a senior guard out of Grass Lake, Michigan. Our previous school came over from Indiana. As Colorado State tries to find what happens here, that would be a tremendous loss for the Rams. We'll update you as soon as we get more information. Bargesser still yet to come out from that tunnel over there. So it will be a substitution.
Well, without Bargesser for this Colorado team, it's hard, but somebody needs to step up. This is that next man up mentality that needs to come from Colorado State tonight.
If they want any chance to move on, they're definitely going to have to find that next man up mentality. Rebels moving the ball around, gets it to Shelby Brown down there in the low block. She turns around off the glass and makes her money on the glass, and the bank is open, makes her money at the bank. 6:36 left to go. 21-13 Rebels are pushing the lead. Bargesser's still yet to come out from the tunnel. They will fire a three. There's offline. Mariah Elohim gets the rebound on the left block. And she will take it up for the Lady Rebels. Now pushing the pace. The ball pokes three. And a collision at half court, but Alexander gets it. And Meadow Roland, quite of a sequence of events there. Meadow Roland misses the corner three, and the Rams recover. So a moment to catch your breath here as the Rams try to slow the pace. They want to take Mariah Elohim in the post. Over to the left wing for three. That's an air ball. And Meadow Roland collects it for UNLV. Now Alexander on the right wing. Gets it over to Brown. Same spot, but different result. And she's going to be also fouled. So along with stopping Brown, who's a tough stop in there in the post, she's going to be fouled. Shelby Brown picks up her second here in the second half. Or in the first half, excuse me.
Shelby is playing a little aggressive tonight. She seems frustrated whenever she's in the paint tonight. She keeps getting upset with the ref, but she's throwing a lot of elbows and being too aggressive. She needs to calm down and relax, and that is why I think Lindy took her out this game, just to give her that little breather that she needs to refocus.
So the Rams have not scored in quite some time here. Now pushing into the post. Meadow Roland just pushing out Carlson in the post. She'll put up a shot. Her shot is offline, collected by the Lady Rebels. Colorado State, no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. UNLV could really take advantage of this. Mariah Elohim takes the screen from Roland on the right block, and a kick ball violation over there by the Rams. It will stay with UNLV on this side. And a timeout on the floor. UNLV 21, Colorado State 13. Just under 5 minutes left to go. When we come back, more Mountain West tournament action from Vegas. A UNLV lead sparked by Shelby Brown getting those rebounds off the glass. You're just joining us. There's been a 3 parade today. Colorado State's Bar Gesser went out with a little ankle injury just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. So Colorado State has been without her in these last couple minutes as Meadow Roland's shot from the left block is off. They're living and dying by the 3. This time they'll settle for a post shot, and it's offline, recovered by the quick, agile hands of Lil Alexander. Sydney Summers, excuse me. Over to Elohim on the right wing. Poked away by Carlson. Great awareness by Mariah Elohim to notice that she touched it last. And the Rebels live to fight another day. Meadow Roland coming in and inbounding this ball, and a substitution on the floor. Destiny Leo for Mariah Elohim. Summers gets a man up in the air. She has 7 seconds. Destiny Brown with the screen. She fires the 3 straight from the top. No good. Roby hits the rebound. Rams, no field goals in the last 5 minutes and counting. Living and dying by the 3. Shot 11 tonight. Over to Carlson. She's in the post. She gets the and one opportunity. Slicing through the lane and gets a little hookup and contact on the way up. She will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Carlson has to be that scorer now. I believe that Carlson was that second scorer for this team right after Bargesser. So this is her time to really go out there and shine. So for her to drive to the paint and be aggressive is smart. She needs to keep it up, though.
So Carlson goes and hits the 3-point opportunity. Rebels 1 for their last 9 here. Have not seen a lot of offense from them. Alexander trying to hit the hook shot, goes off the side of the backboard. Make that 1 for their last 10. No points in the last 3 minutes. And they're letting Colorado stay alive. Down the lane, dicing and slicing through the elbow to the bottom of the basket. And another made basket. Meadow rolling down the lane. She can't hit. 1 for their last 11. What is going on with the Lady Rebels? Carlson, 21-18. Rams only down by 3. They fire a 3. No good. Destiny Brown with the rebound in the right block.
Basketball is a game of runs, and right now, Colorado State is taking advantage of that with their run. The Lady Rebels need to score. They need to be aggressive.
Rolling from the left elbow goes and hits a little jumper of her own to quiet this Colorado State crowd. A lot of green in the seats full of red. So, more than UNLV, which is crazy given that they're kind of the hometown team. Colorado State goes down and hits a good jumper there from the block, just a turnaround hook shot. Meadow Roland loses the ball but recovers. That was good by Bragg on the hook shot. Destiny Leo kicks it over to Brown. She gets it over to Summers. Summers on the right wing. 7 seconds. Euro step. Fouled on the way up. Carlson will be called for that one. And Summers to the line. 23-20, still a 3-point lead. Bargesser yet to return from the lineup. 1:42 left in the first half to go. With Summers at the line, trying to make it more than one possession play.
Yeah, well, Sydney Summers had an amazing game last night. Sydney Summers was balling literally yesterday, shooting 3 for 8 from the 3-point line. But overall, her impact for this team was tremendous. She needs to let it roll and keep going because, like we keep mentioning, without Jasmine Lott tonight and throughout this season, we haven't seen her for the last couple of weeks. But Mariah Elohim and Sydney Summers kind of need to fill in that spot to score because Jasmine Lott was also like the second or third leading scorer for this Lady Rebel squad.
1 for 2 from the line from Summers. Just a 4-point lead for the Lady Rebels. 1:35 left to go here in the first half. Another three from Colorado State. Finds the bottom of the bucket. Rodsek puts this within one for the Rams. Destiny Brown thought about a three and just kicks it over to Leo on the right side. Leo, bounce pass over to Brown. And she gets it in. Just an easy floater. Nice pick and roll game from Leo to Brown.
Smart play there by the Lady Rebels. I love how Destiny Brown didn't take that jump shot, that mid-range that she could have shot while she was open, but she made that extra pass and got it right back. I love when coaches always said that, but for it to happen is truly tremendous.
And the Lady Rebels are falling asleep here. They're too worried about the three, and that allows for an easy backdoor cut like we just saw right there. And again, a 1-point game. They've been back and forth all day. Destiny Leo hits a short corner J to make it a 3-point game. 30 seconds left. The shot clock has turned off. The Rams likely just to hold it for the last shot and try to either tie this game going into halftime or be down by 1. Carlson holds it at the Mountain West logo. They have 10 seconds. Carlson going down the lane. Spin move over to the wing and gets it to go. Lady Rebels have time. 1 second. Fires up a three. And Alexander can't hit. So we go to the break. 28-28. Who gets to the championship? What are you seeing from the Rams right now?
I'm seeing they're taking advantage of their runs. They're taking advantage of every single opportunity that the Lady Rebels are throwing at them. They're scoring off of the turnovers. They're scoring whenever they get the chance. They're really taking advantage and being aggressive. The Lady Rebels need to calm down, relax, and come out hot, or else they're going to lose this game quick.
So UNLV comes into this one as one of the favorites, but Colorado State comes in punching when we come back. Rams, Rebels after this. Welcome back inside of the Thomas and Mack Whitaker Lungus, joined by Jeremiah Skillman here. We got a tie ball game, 28 all. Bart Gesser, the star player for Colorado State, went down with an injury early in the first half and has not come back here. UNLV playing a little bit sloppy ball. Now in the post is Bragg. Bragg puts up a hook. No good. Shelby rebound. Gets the rebound. I called her that again, partner.
Yeah, Shelby rebound. I love how you gave her that name because that name is hilarious. I love it, but I also just love her game. She needs to lock in this half because last half was not her half.
That's a little bit of a tongue twister. That's why I say it. Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Speaking of Shelby Brown, she puts up a shot, gets it blocked, then gets her own rebound, and then turns it over. So Rebels start out with a turnover there. A three from the left wing for Colorado State. No good, and Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Mariah Elohim on the right wing. Over to Brown at the top. Now just kicks it over to Destiny Leo. Rebels with a lot of ball movement now. Now Alexander on the right wing. She's moving to her left. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Elohim. Short corner Jay and gets it to go.
That's Elohim's shot right there. Last night she had about 3 of those right on that one dribble pull up in that mid-range to the left corner. That's her shot right there.
So Colorado State now down to 8:26 left here in the second. Just about a minute and 40 seconds played. Colorado State now kicking it. Elohim down the lane. Guarded. And Froby can't hit that one. Elohim playing some good defense there in the post. Rebels moving it around. Lots of good ball movement here. Smart ball movement. Alexander down the lane. Can't hit, just off the left iron. And she can't get her own rebound either. Colorado State on the push. Over to Carlson. Carlson kicking it over to the left wing.
Need to be smart here for the Lady Rebels. Need to be calm and collected right here. We have time. We need to be smart, though, with our defense and offense.
Carlson with a circus shot somehow finds a way to put it in the basket. A 2-point try there for Carlson makes this all tied up again. Mariah Elohim from the right wing. She's offline. Now Carlson coming down. She's acting as point guard with Bart Gesser out. Bragg in the post, guarded by Roland. And a travel call there from Bragg. Roland hit the ground hard. Not called for the charge. And the Colorado State head coach had the ball there and kind of whipped it over to the referee with a little bit of aggression there. Still complaining, making his case, not liking the travel call, excuse me. Elohim on the left wing. Guarded by Carlson. A jump ball favoring the Rebels. So it'll be inbounded by Leo. And the Rebels still have possession, looking to take a lead here tonight. A right wing three goes for Alil Alexander. 3-point lead.
Beautiful shot there by Aaliyah. I love how she took her time. I love how the Lady Rebels are playing smart and slow. That's the offense that they need to run for the rest of this game tonight.
Colorado State, again, they just make shot after shot. I mean, puts one in, just a high arcing floater, and bounces off the rim. They're just getting every bounce to go their way. Roland on the right elbow. The double comes over to Alexander. All alone. Left wing three off the left iron. Carlson kicking it over. Roland's there. Denies that one. Rams still have possession here. Down by one. A short elbow jumper does not hit for Carlson. Trying to do a little too much on that possession, and the Lady Rebels can take advantage here. Roland from the right short corner in the post. Turn around off the rim. And again, can't find it. A shot here for the Lady Rebels. No points in the last 2 minutes and counting for UNLV. Destiny Leo down there in the post. She's fouled. Or a travel violation, excuse me. Destiny Leo, I believe, was going to be called for the foul. That's what the Colorado State bench was so hyped up about. And then the refs call it a traveling violation on Froby. So it'll be Lady Rebels basketball going the other way. 33-32, 1-point lead. 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Alexander at the top. Gets it to Roland on the right elbow. Back to the basket. Over to Alexander. Fakes a three. Now puts up one from the left elbow. Can't get it to go. The fight for the rebound on the floor. A jump ball. And that one will go to the Rams. Timeout on the floor. So Lady Rebels lead it by one. 4:49 left to go. We'll be back. We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. UNLV currently leads it by 1. 4:49 left to go here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. Rebels trying to advance to the championship to face Air Force as they won against that fierce Boise State team tonight, won against San Diego State, won against Wyoming, and find themselves in the championship for the first time in a long time. Winner plays this one. Colorado State hits the three, gets it to go from the right wing. McKenna Murphy put it up 1, 2, and 3, and giving the Rams a lead. Shelby Brown down on the left block. She's fouled and won, and with a chance to go up and give the Lady Rebels another lead.
That's the aggressiveness. That's the Shelby Brown that we know. That's the Shelby Brown that me and you have watched and seen all season long. The aggressive of Shelby Brown, the aggressive in the paint, the beast, the absolute beast, owns the paint, doesn't let nobody else in her paint. She makes it known that the paint is hers and nobody else is allowed in there. On the defensive side, on the rebound side, defensive side, scoring side. I love her game down low.
So Brown hits the three-point play, gives the Rebels another lead. So Colorado State with no time with the lead in the first half has the lead for about all of 2 seconds, and a Shelby Brown 2 and 1 gives the Rebels back the lead. Murphy, who just hits the three, gives it over to Bragg. She's been hot all night, guarded by Rowland, down in the post and gets the hook to go. That's a battle that we're going to see a lot of here in the late third quarter and the fourth.
Definitely going to see a paint game tonight. We're going to see a lot of points in the paint between both teams. They're going to be aggressive in the block because that's where scoring is strong tonight.
Shelby Brown in the post. Can't hit it to get it to go. And it will be Lady Rebels poked out by CSU. Inbounding. They're still deciding who's inbounding. It's going to be Elohim. She gets it over to Alexander on the right wing. Now gets it over to Rowland. In the block. No good. Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Quickly double all the way over to Elohim with the three. Offline. Can't hit the triple trifecta. And CSU has the lead again, 37-36. Carlson on the left wing. Gets it over. That's a short corner too. No good. Alexander credited with the rebound. She wants to push it down the lane. She's fouled. Believes she will go to the line. There's still a call on the floor. She will indeed go to the line for it too. So fast on the break. How impactful has she been in transition for this Lady Rebels team this year?
Smart drive, like I said. But she's been a very big impact. She's the leader of this team. She's the team captain of this squad. Whether she scores 20 or whether she has 5 points that night, her offensive capability and her leadership is what helps this team. But I want to talk a little bit about Bragg for Colorado side, because on this side we saw her get in a fight down low with Meadow and Shelby Brown. For her to be aggressive versus those two people who are two great rebounders and almost win that, the Lady Rebels cannot let Bragg get comfortable or let her get out of her leash tonight.
Rebounds, the name of the game. Alexander goes 1 and 2 from the line. Perfect on that attempt. Gives UNLV the lead here by 1. Now Rams moving the ball around. Bragg trying to get in there and doesn't even need to. Murphy gives a 2-point bucket to the Rams and a 1-point lead to them as well. Summers, step back, right wing. Not exactly the shot you're looking for right there, but LaRock will take it. Sydney Summers very capable. And a scoop layup, no good. Alexander with the rebound. She's moving down the lane. Can't hit off the glass. And again, you just want the Lady Rebels to take their time here. No need to rush anything. You have so much time left to go. You still have the entire fourth quarter the entire back half of this third quarter. There's Russian shots right now. 39-38 Colorado State lead. Roland in the post, guarded, or Bragg in the post, guarded by Roland. Roland comes up victorious that time and leaves the Rams at an empty possession. And now here's what I like, the adaptability from Alexander. They went fast the last two possessions. Now they're slowing down the pace, kicking it around the horn. Summers, she has 6 seconds from the top of the Mountain West logo. Gets it over to Shelby Brown. Can't hit. And that's going to be an easy rebound for the Rams.
Lady Rebels are not being smart right now. We're not scoring. We need to be able to score. We need to get in the paint. We need to be aggressive in the block. Shelby Brown needs the ball in the paint, and Meadow needs to get the ball in the paint, and we need to go score the ball.
Oh, what a rejection by Meadow Roland, who's coming in there from the right block to the left. Now she gets the ball on the right block. Looks like she's poked in the eye, and that'll be a turnover. So a momentum block does not do anything for the Rebels on the offensive end. They're 1 for their last 10, and this is the second run like that we've seen tonight from them, and that's allowing this Colorado State team to just come out and really keep in this game because they're not having their best game either.
Well, this is an aggressive team, but Meadow just needs to lift her head up and relax. She has the whole fourth quarter where she needs to really be focused and locked in. She seems a little upset with what's going on right now, but she needs to focus and lock in and let the play be done and go about the next one.
Now Rams on the push. 43 seconds left to go. Carlson guarded by James. She will just kick it. Now gets it back. Now over into the corner. Down in the block. Blocked away by Meadow Roland again. And Destiny Leah will try to push it. Elohim fires a quick trigger three. Just offline. That would have exploded this place. And again, the Rebels find themselves trailing down 1. Going into the fourth quarter. Last shot here for the Rams. 10 seconds on the clock here. Carlson, 5 seconds. Gets it over. Rams gonna have to put up a shot and finds a way to put it in. What do you mean puts it? A short corner J. 41-38, and the Rebels are looking outclassed here.
Colorado State has the momentum. Lady Rebels cannot let Colorado State keep the momentum or keep going with the momentum. What needs to happen is Lindy needs to tell these girls, relax, calm down. We've been here before. We've been in situations like this. Fourth quarter is our quarter. We need to go out there and give it all we got. Give it our heart. The Lady Rebels need to come out here, win the block, win the paint, win the rebounds, win all aspects of this game right here in this fourth quarter.
41-38. 10 minutes left to go when we come back the fourth quarter and march on the way. Welcome back here to the entertainment capital of the world. Colorado State Rams leading by 3 without their best player, Alexis Barkesser. The shot will count at the end of the third quarter. As we start the third quarter here, 41-38. Lady Rebels with the ball. They need a shot bad. 1 for their last 10. Meta rolling down the post and loses the ball. Not the start you want from the Lady Rebels, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Colorado State Rams. Shelby Brown comes back in. Not exactly how you want to start the fourth quarter, like I said.
This is not what the Lady Rebels needed to come out of to start this fourth, but they just need to relax, be calm. Can't let Colorado State keep the momentum or get more momentum.
1-3, and that changes all the game for both sides. And Colorado State's been draining them all night. They hit another one and fire, get another one. Oh my goodness. Lebanon hits another one. She just hit that buzzer beater in the third quarter and hits a 3. She's fired up. Shelby Brown loses the ball. And the Colorado State Rams turn it over, or they get a turnover, excuse me. They're just firing on all cylinders. Another 3 down the hatch. Oh my goodness. A 3 onslaught here for the Colorado State Rams, 47-38. They cannot miss from 3 as Ronsick makes the Lady Rebels hit a timeout and hopefully the reset button as they go to this break. And we will go to the break after this. Three straight made field goals for the Colorado State Rams. And mind you, just a year ago, the men's team came into Thomas and Mack and won themselves a Mountain West tournament. And the Rams, the Lady Rams, are looking to do the same. You're up 47-38. 2 made threes and a made field goal. And the Lady Rebels just looking for any bucket they can get. The 2 first 3 matchup here in this one. Alexander On the right elbow, in the post, turnaround Jay, offline. And it's going to the Lady Rebels possession, but that's just been the moral of the story for the day. These long expanded runs from Colorado State and just no answer from the Lady Rebels. Shelby Brown now in the post. She puts up a shot and gets it to go. That could be the start of something.
I need to see both Shelby Brown and Meadow Rowland cook the block and go to work. They need to go to work and play that double 1-and-1.
Now the Rebels just down by 7. And the Rams coming off a hot streak here thanks to Lemine. In the post. Gets the friendly roll to go. Roby puts it in for a 9-point Ram lead. 7:47 left to go. Elohim now on the left wing. Step back. Hits a 3. Offline. The triple trifecta just not falling for the Lady Rebels. Now 4 for 18. 3 from the left wing from the Rams. Also does not go. Kicks off the iron. Alexander now in the post. Turnaround Jay. She's going to be fouled, but I mean, Jeremiah, what are you seeing that is forcing all these post shots? Do they just know that they're not hitting from 3, so they're trying to go into the post? What are you seeing here?
Yeah, I'm seeing that they're realizing their three-point game is not working. Mariah Lahim and Leo cannot hit tonight. Not sure what's going on. Not sure what happened. Had a great night lights out yesterday, but it's just not falling today. But also, Meadow Rowland is still only at about 4 points tonight. She's not scoring. None of our players are scoring yet except Aaliyah Alexander and Shelby Brown. They need to step up right now and go to work.
So Alexander from the line and hits both from the charity stripe. Makes this one a 7-point deficit. Lady Rebels came into this half with Colorado State not leading at 1 point. Now it looks like they're looking to shut the lights off. You're in the hometown of UNLV. Bragg down in the post. Guarded by Shelby Brown. Has nowhere to go. Puts up a shot and gets it to go. And the Colorado State bench going crazy for that Bragg bucket. Alexander trying to keep her team composed. Over to Destiny Leo. The double quickly comes and a turnover. They want to push the pace. All the way down there. On the right wing. Over. Elamine can't hit. Alexander can't get the rebound and the Rams recover. 6 minutes left to go. Colorado State just looks like the better team here in the second half. Came into halftime. Just an easy down the lane score from Carlson. 53-42. 6 minutes left to go. The Rams dominance here in the fourth. Alexander over to Brown. Brown now in the post. Double comes. Alexander left wing 3. Offline. 0 field goals for the Rebels in the last 2 minutes and counting. The lights are starting to get dimmer. An 11-point lead here for Colorado State. 5 minutes left to go. Bragg down there in the post. Meadow Rowland secures the rebound. Here's where the push needs to happen for the Lady Rebels. Mariah Elohim doubled over to Rowland. Fires a 3. Kicks off the iron. And the Rebels did not finding anything. And Rowland doesn't keep her head up and lets a wide open man down the lane. And an easy basket. .60 run for CSU. 55-42. Shelby Brown in the left block. The double comes. She turns it over again. And Lindy the Rock just putting her hands up like, what can you do at this point? Rams pushing it into the post. Fires a shot up there on Roland. Was Carlson. She just put up like a shot put shot. And it went. Roland now in the block. Doubled. Gets her own rebound. Quickly fouled. And Colorado State can't believe it, but she was absolutely hacked down there in the post.
Yeah, I mean, shots are not falling. The Lady Rebels have 4 minutes to get it together. They're down by more than 10 right now. They need to get it together right now. For a little over 4 minutes to really lock in, focus, and go on their run. Colorado State went on their run. Lady Rebels need to go on theirs and go over.
55-42 when we come back. Lady Rebels trying to come back into this Mountain West tournament game. The comeback attempt continues for UNLV. Meadow Roland at the line. Rebels down by 13 after leading the entire first half. Alexis Bargesser for Colorado State, the leading scorer on CSU, went out with an ankle injury earlier in this game. Roland hits the first. But Colorado State has not been playing with their best scorer and their best playmaker. And they doesn't seem to phase them, as they're up big here. Roland cuts this lead down to just 11. 4:11 left to go. Playing a full court press is the Lady Rebels. LME stands at the Mountain West logo just above half court. She's going down the lane, guarded by Tristan James. Now Bragg has been dominant all night on Meadow Roland. Over to the three. Elamin down the lane. Guarded by Tristan James. Has to put up a shot. Doesn't go. 3:43 left to go. Rebels on the push. Summers gets it over to Alexander. Alexander puts up a shot. She's fouled. And the Colorado State coach shaking his head.
This is when the Lady Rebels go. Calm down. Relax. 3.5 minutes. Not a lot of time to be down 11. But there still is plenty of time on this clock. I think stay in that full court press, relax, and just go score a bucket.
Tegan Colvin back in for the Lady Rebels in place of Summers. She looks to be shaken up a little. She's going to go to the end of the bench to be traded by the medical staff. So Alexander will shoot at the line. 1-1 makes the first. Alexander, the transfer from Eastern Washington, made an impact the last 2 years, or last year, excuse me, and goes 2 for 2 from the line tonight, maybe sparking a UNLV comeback here with the Rebels down 9, 3:34 left to go. Full court trap again here as Tegan Colvin comes in. Rams just playing a little conservative ball here, trying to drain away the clock. That could be a dangerous game to play. They've been hot shooting all night. Down the lane, over, back to three. It's good! And that could be a dagger into the heart of UNLV. The refs have come over to the table. So rather, they're going to review to whether it's a 2 or 3. Let's see on the big board. Her foot. It's going to be close, partner. What do you think?
That's definitely close right there. I don't even know, to be honest. I needed to zoom in a little bit on that one. Not sure if that was a 3 or a 2. But regardless, that shouldn't be happening. She should not have been that open to even shoot that shot. You can't go from a full court press, lock down full court press, and then just let a shot go up. That's something that's not going to work if the Lady Rebels really want to win this game.
I think I see a little toe on the line there. 3 minutes to go. Every point mattering here. Could be a big one. So, Colorado State Band and cheer team singing along to the song as their Rams are up big. I think it's going to be a 3. It was on the line, so it'll be a 2-point shot. So instead of 58-46, it will be 57-46. Still a big-time shot from a big-time player in Froby. Rebels with 0 points, 0 field goals in the last 5 minutes and counting. They need to change that if they want to come back into this one and keep their March hopes alive. Roland down the lane, 4 points today, fires in and gets it in. Meadow Roland with her just 6th point of the day. She's been known to get into the high teens to 20s. 6 tonight.
She definitely needs to get rolling now. Meadow Roland needs to get rolling right now.
Let's see if Meadow Roland can come alive there. Maybe we have a new nickname on our hands. Colorado State just swinging the ball around. Now gets it, Destiny Leo in the post. Turnaround Jay. Meadow Roland gets the rebound. Alexander on the push. Down the lane. Has to put it up on a one-legged jumper. Not the best shot selection there. And it's going to go off the Lady Rebels. Not sure what she was thinking. Maybe she thought she would just need to get a shot up. And it's going to be a turnover and an empty possession for the Lady Rebels in a game where, and especially this late, a game where empty possessions are killers. So 57-48, Rebels down by 9, 2:04 left to go. Poked away by the Rebels, so be inbounded. And still half-court press here. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul here. Let's see what the call is. It is going to be an offensive foul. As there's a little mix-up of who's for the Lady Rebels going to be inbounding. So Colorado State turns it over. 2 minutes left to go. Rebels down by 9. Have not had the three-point shooting night that they wanted. Destiny Leo fires a 3 off the left rim. That makes the Rebels 4 for 21 tonight from deep. And a little mix-up there in the left corner. Carlson was hounded, and now the Colorado State coach is in the face of the referee. They were very close there, exchanging some heated words here with his Rams up 9. Now Carlson has to be careful she doesn't go into the backcourt. Standing at the logo, guarded by Tristan James, finds a way to put it in. Carlson, 13 points tonight. Elohim fakes a 3, short corner Jay, and she gets hers in. So Mariah Elohim gets one in. 1:19 left to go. We're staying right here. 30-second timeout, 59-50. What do the Rebels need to do in order to at least have a chance to come back into this one?
I mean, they just got to play smart here. We need a stop, bucket, stop, bucket. We need something here. We need a spark. We need momentum. The ball has not been going from 3, not from deep at all. It has not been one of those nights from deep. But there's still time on the clock. Game's not over to that final buzzer. I strongly believe in that. 9 points with a minute 19. That's 3 3-pointers right there. If you can get a stop and maybe get our threes to start falling, this is it right here.
So the home crowd coming alive here at the Thomas and Mack. Rams will inbound the ball. We'll see the full court press again from the Lady Rebels. 1:19 left to go. UNLV down by 9. They get it in successfully. Tegan Colvin with the steal. Gets it over to Alexander. She's going to be fouled. Down the lane. I mean, Alexander just so good over there. But talk about Tegan Colvin coming in for the injured Sydney Summers and gets the steal and gets a much-needed break here.
You know, Tegan had a great night yesterday. You know, Tegan was out a little bit with a foot injury throughout the season, but she came back. She started playing a while ago, but she came yesterday and had her spark as well. She made her presence known. She's doing the same thing today. Her defensive stops and turnovers have been good. She needs to just keep going after it. Keep going.
Alexander at the line, shooting 2 and making both. So 7-point lead, 59-52 lead here from the Rams, and a full court action again. There'll be a foul on the floor. That's just their first foul here. Tristan James. 1:11 left. Inbounding the ball. And another steal. Mariah Elohim gets it and puts it up. Mariah Elohim did not need to have that. Over to Alexander. She puts up a 3. That goes. Alexander. Oh my goodness. The Rebels are alive. Alexander. And they just need to keep this going. 7-0 run for the Rebels.
Definitely just can't get ahead of ourselves. We're still down 4, but we have a spark. We have momentum. Aaliyah Alexander has been playing her game tonight. 22 points. She's trying to take it over for Meadow, who's only at 8 tonight. But there's still so much time. There's less than a minute, a little less than a minute. But we have a defensive stop here. We just need to keep the defense going. Keep it up. Lady Rebels need to keep it up and keep the momentum they have.
So a full court press action forces 2 turnovers from Colorado State. In a game where they couldn't miss in the second half. 59.8 seconds left to go. Officials at the table reviewing something. Not sure what it is. It is going to be a clock issue. So down over there, Colorado State fans not too happy about that one. 59-55 with 59 seconds. A lot of 50s here. So 30 seconds left. The Colorado State head coach has been kind of at the refs all night, talking to them again. He's a little more cordial this time. 59-8. Colorado State charged a 30-second timeout. Not sure what for. Believe they probably wanted to review that or challenge the call, and it came back as a false challenge. So 1 minute to play here. Half court press again. Rams throwing the ball all around. 53 seconds left. And a foul on the floor. Meadow Rowland looking around. Mariah Elohim, her first, the team's second. So 3 away from the bonus. Colorado State just 1 away from the bonus. And now they're going to go side out Colorado State. Almost poked away by Colvin again. And it's going to be fouled again. 3rd team foul here. Tristan James, her 2nd personal, team's 3rd foul. 2 away from the bonus. 50 seconds left to go. 59-55. Colorado State leads it. They're still playing this full court, half court press action. And another foul on the floor. That's 3 in 1 possession here. Kind of, in a way, plays to the Lady Rebels' favor, given that team's 4th personal, so just 1 away from the bonus. So they don't have to put as much of an effort when it comes down to free throws if it gets to that point. They get it in successfully in the half court, and Mariah Elohim's just going to have to foul and send the Rams to the line. It will be Carlson taking the 2. Destiny Leo checks in for Tegan Colvin. So Carlson at the line, shooting only 1 for 1 tonight. The first one is up, and it's in. Gives the Rams a 5-point lead. 39.4 seconds left to go. She hits both. And the Lady Rebels will take a timeout. So we will be back after this quick break. A close game here at the Thomas and Mack here on day 3 of the Mountain West Basketball Championships. 61-55 is your score, and a turnover by UNLV. Jump ball favoring the Lady Rebels. Will stay on this end. Very lucky to get that one. A tie-up. 34 seconds. Sydney Summers coming in for Destiny Leo. 6-point deficit here. Over to Rowland. She fires a right wing 3. Just offline. Rayleigh Rebels get the rebound. Sydney Summers, long range 3. Cashes it in. And they want to talk it over again. Sydney Summers bringing an interjection of life here. And now the Rebels just down by a measly 3 points. 29 seconds to go. That was deep.
Turnover is needed right here. Coming out of this timeout, a turnover is needed deeply. They need a turnover. They need to stop. I'm not a fan of the foul idea, but if you have to foul, foul. But if not, try to get that turnover first. You've got to get that turnover right here.
They do have 28 seconds on. So CSU will have to be careful. 61-58. If the Rebels can escape this one, it'll be one for the ages, as they were down big here. 28 seconds. Leading the whole first half, Lady Rebels just kind of collapsed in that third quarter. 25 seconds left to go. Colorado State moving the ball effectively, and they will go to the foul method and send Carlson back to the line. Oh, it will be Froby, excuse me. Shooting 2 shots here. Rebels down by 3. Froby fires and misses the first one. So Froby not shot a free throw tonight. 0 for 4 from the 3 and 2 for 10 from the field. Goes 0 for 1 at the line. 22 seconds left to go. Shooting a second and making a second. So makes it a 4-point lead for Colorado State. Sydney Summers checks back in. 62-58. 20 seconds left to go. Alexander on the push. Over to Roland. Roland at the right elbow. Has to put up a shot. She's fouled. So she will go to the line. And more importantly, stops the clock. 12.9 seconds. Roland with a chance to make it only 2 points. Has to hit it here, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Let her roll in. You know, she hasn't had the best night today, but this is her time to spark up. This is her time to show. This is the time to show why she is a big player for this Mountain West.
Roland can't hit the first one. Shooting another. Roland hits the second. And a timeout by Colorado State. We will go to the break. 3 points is all that separates this one. With 12.9 left to go. We'll be back. So if you're just joining us, back and forth game all day. Rams currently lead at 62-59, 12.9 seconds left. It's their ball. UNLV has to foul. They will. A 3-point game here. Carlson. Maria Elohim commits the foul. Carlson, who's been perfect all night, has not missed one single free throw tonight. Shooting 3 for 3 and goes 4 for 4 so far. Now makes it a 4-point play. Again, perfect from the line is Carlson, needing these free throws. And composure at the line. 5 for 5, excuse me. Sydney Summers back for the Rebels. And a 64-59 lead here for the Rams. 11 seconds left to go. When we come back, Lady Rebels will have the ball trying to make something happen. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Whitaker Levis joined by Jeremiah Skillman here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. The lights are very dim here for the Lady Rebels. 64-59 and a late game push here. 11 seconds left to go. Alexander inbounding it, gets over to Summers. Summers, step back three from the top, an air ball. And a fight for the rebound down. Will be fouled. The Colorado State Rams head coach is fired up. Carlson will go back to the line. Elohim picks up her fourth, and the Rebels' night is likely done after a successful season, getting the 2 seed in the Mountain West. 3.4 seconds left. And Lindy LaRock and Aleel Alexander just hugging for maybe one last time. So Carlson just puts it in and perfect. 7 for 7 here in the clutch. Summers will fire a half-court shot. And the Colorado State Rams are going to the championship to face the Air Force Falcons. 66-59 here from Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, they earned it. You know, they were the better team tonight. I've never seen the Lady Rebels play like they did tonight, and I've seen every single game. But Colorado State came out, and they wanted that win, and they got that win. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. But get ready for the men's, you know.
We will have all the men's coverage here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. So tune in on Wednesday to watch the Running Rebels take on the Wyoming Cowboys and the start of the men's tournament for this Mountain West Basketball Championship from Las Vegas. Whitaker Levis and Jeremiah Skillman saying goodnight, folks.